All right, next question says, I was ill all last week, so I got no training done. How should I inform you about such cases? Via email, or in my log, or via track? By the way, it would be very convenient to have an I'm ill in track. It would be very convenient, actually. That's the thing that we could add. We'd have to figure out how it impacts certain calculations, but we could add that. Um, how do you go about informing me that you were sick? Email is fine if you want to talk about it, but there's not a whole lot I can do for you in guided programming. Basically, if you're sick, I can give you some, vague advice about that, but you're going to pretty much rest until you're better. And then once you're better, you return to the gym. And depending on how long you were away, that's going to determine a lot of what sort of corrective actions we take to get you on track for your program again. So if you just had a short time away, then there may not be much that we have to do at all. Maybe you can just pick up where the program picks up. But if you've been sick and you had a week with no training and throwing up and you had weight loss and all this stuff, then we may need to reduce the intensity a little bit, possibly reduce the volume as well. Intensity is probably the first thing that we manipulate, because a lot of people don't want to go back to the gym and have that very first workout be super heavy. The super heavy weights become a little bit problematic. So reducing the intensity helps alleviate some of that anxiety a little bit. We may need to manipulate the volume, especially if you're coming back on like a high stress week. You don't really want to do that. But that tends to be less common, although it is possible. So those are really the main sorts of levers that we're going to pull in terms of modifying your program. But you'll want to email me and let me know that you're sick and kind of how much time you're expecting to have off, and we'll kind of talk through it at that point.